Welcome to this video about SENCO roles and responsibilities. The role of the SENCO. Each mainstream state-funded school must have a special educational needs coordinator, SENCO. This is a leadership position in the school. SENCO's lead provision for pupils with special educational needs and disabilities, in line with the SEND Code of Practice. The SENCO must be a fully qualified teacher and should additionally hold the National Professional Qualification for SENCOs within 3 years of taking up their post. This is a mandatory requirement. Typically, SENCOs teach lessons each week as part of their role. Outside of teaching duties, SENCOs hold a number of core responsibilities that cannot be delegated to other staff, which will be outlined here. We will also provide an overview of responsibilities held by other staff. Strategic SEND leadership across the school. 1. Strategically leads and monitors all SEND systems across the school in line with the SEND graduated approach, for example, relating to identification of needs, provision, including systems for selecting pupils for costed provisions, etc., monitoring pupil outcomes, interventions to respond to concerns, the assess plan do review cycle, communication of pupil needs to staff, transition, reasonable adjustments, parent partnership and engagement, pupil voice, etc. Maintains and updates the school's overarching SEND review to strategically review SEND and to identify secure and developing or priority elements. And writes, updates and reviews the school's SEND development plan, ensuring that clear aims and objectives and key priorities are identified correctly, aligned with the whole school strategic plans and any other relevant departmental or phase-specific plans across the school. Strategic SEND leadership across the school. 2. Leads the school SEND team to maximise the impact of staff to improve outcomes for pupils with SEND, typically including teaching assistants and learning support assistants, and SEND administrators or assistant SENCOs. This responsibility includes line management, quality assurance, and performance management. Strategically plans, reviews, and evaluates continuing professional development needs in SEND, ensuring that appropriate and evidence-based research-informed training activities and events are provided to staff as and when required. Meets directly with the school's SEND Link governor and provides necessary documentation to support the governor's role to provide scrutiny, critical support, and challenge. And leads on inspection evidence and responses relating to SEND. Leadership and development of inclusive teaching and learning across the school. Undertakes regular lesson observations and learning walks to monitor the quality and impact of adaptive high-quality teaching and support for pupils with SEND, including within normal lessons and in small group and individual interventions. Directly provides SEND advice and coaching to teachers and support staff. This includes modelling of adaptive high-quality teaching approaches in lessons and sessions, suggesting resources, etc. And delivers staff SEND training throughout the school year. Sometimes it may be appropriate to source training from external professionals also. Leadership of the school's overall offer for all pupils with SEND. 1. Writes and updates the school's SEND information report, ensuring that co-production activities within the school community, that is pupils, staff, governors and parents and carers, takes place at least once every year. This includes other information provided on the school website to parents and carers and the public about SEND. Maintains the school's accessibility plan to ensure that there is a continued focus on improving accessibility for people with disabilities. Provides direct input to ensure that all school policies and the curriculum offers are SEND inclusive. And directly delivers and facilitates SEND parent and carer forums and workshops and ensures that other appropriately trained teachers or pastoral staff contribute to the facilitation of these events. Leadership of the school's overall offer for all pupils with SEND. 2. Strategically plans, reviews and evaluates SEND provision across the school, that is at whole school level, including in-class support models and evidence-based interventions available in the school, wraparound support, for example, participation in enrichment activities, lunchtime clubs, and out-of-hours provision, as well as developing effective partnerships with external professionals. And analyses, triangulates, and interprets progress outcomes and other key outcomes, for example, data relating to persistent absenteeism, behaviour, suspensions, and reported bullying, for all pupils with SEND in the school, ensuring that up-to-date key data is clear for different cohorts, for example by year group, phase, subject areas, SEND categories, types of interventions, etc., and distributed appropriately to relevant staff. This takes place routinely throughout the school year. Some of this data will be provided in-year, including via pupil progress meetings and provision maps, as well as externally validated data. Responsibilities for individual pupils with SEND 1. Chairs or at least closely oversees and quality assures the review of each Education, Health and Care Plan, EHCP. This must take place for each pupil with an EHCP at least once a year. Oversees and quality assures all applications, referrals and requests submitted to local services and SEND and inclusion panels for pupils with SEND, for example for assessments, additionally funded provision, etc. Oversees and quality assures the access arrangements processes for all applicable pupils with SEND for controlled assessments and examinations. And oversees the SEND register to ensure that it is accurate at all times. A careful and thorough review should be undertaken at least 3 times each year. Responsibilities for individual pupils with SEND 2. Directly works with parents and carers and external professionals to coordinate support for pupils with SEND who are causing significant concern, especially relating to multi-professional and agency plans, including any necessary work with the local authority, and local agencies and external professionals, including SEN advisory teachers and specialist teachers. This can involve direct work with the school's designated safeguarding lead and chairing or co-chairing meetings. And directly addresses any individual complaints from parents or carers relating to the school SEND provision or the systems, etc. Class teachers' responsibilities 1. Some responsibilities are extended to other professionals working in the school, including all class teachers. For example, teachers are responsible for the following: maintaining accurate records of their pupils who are on the SEND register, and maintains good general knowledge of the different SEND needs, codes on their class lists and registers which represent these needs, etc. Referring to information provided by each pupil's barriers to learning and knows the strategies to overcome these barriers. Applying differentiation strategies for pupils with SEND. This includes adaptive teaching strategies, behaviour management, pastoral support, homework, assessment, marking, and verbal feedback. And putting in place targeted in-class interventions for pupils with SEND in response to progress data and/or ensures that interventions provided outside of normal lessons are integrated with curriculum delivery, where appropriate. Class teachers' responsibilities 2. Teachers are also responsible for the following: maintaining a class provision map, this is common in primary schools, or similar records to provide a clear and up-to-date record of in-class interventions and additional support provided to pupils with SEND. Closely monitoring progress of pupils with SEND in each class they teach. Deploying teaching assistants effectively and in line with guidance from the SENCO or the SEND team. And leading meetings with parents and carers of pupils with SEND, ensuring that outcomes are shared with the SENCO and the SEND team. Meetings can be an informal part of routine teacher-parent contact systems in the school, scheduled as part of termly pupil progress meetings and organised as response to concerns raised. Duties that can be carried out by support staff working in the SEND team 1. SENCOs usually manage the work of support staff who can carry out important day-to-day duties to assist the SENCO in fulfilling their responsibilities. This includes the following: providing the first point of contact service on behalf of the SEND team or the SENCO for pupils, staff, parents and carers and external agencies. This may include providing routine SEND communications to people in the school community, for example, providing updates on school information systems about pupils. This work may also involve direct meetings with parents and carers and professionals, but it is important to note that the SENCO should at least maintain direct involvement in multi-agency meetings and plans for pupils with SEND with more complex needs and those who are causing significant concern. Managing day-to-day team operations, for example, scheduling meetings and events, including setting dates, booking rooms, etc., and coordinating the work of teaching assistants. For example, updating their timetables, managing cover arrangements, setting schedules, and managing TA records. And updating provision maps. This can include setting and review of provision and intervention targets if guided by clear target setting frameworks set by the SENCO, as well as maintaining accurate cost records. Duties that can be carried out by support staff working in the SEND team. 2. Other duties of support staff working with the SENCO include the following. Coordinating routine SEND processes to support the graduated approach to identifying pupils' needs. This typically includes the collation of information, for example via round robins, routinely available data in the school, etc., and undertaking further activities, for example screening. Collating evidence for requests for assessments and additionally funded provisions that are submitted to local services and SEND and inclusion panels, and then drafting and tracking referrals, requests, reviews, and responses. Assisting with coordinating access arrangements, for example, booking testing, collating evidence for applications and inspection packs, scheduling support for exams, supervising exams and controlled assessments, etc. And providing other types of administrative support, for example, departmental resources, stock and stationery, specialist equipment, etc., administrating the SEND department budget, producing SEND data for the SENCO, and maintaining SEND records, for example, hard copy files, logs of meetings, timelines, etc., and electronic records via school information systems or equivalent. This is the end of this video. You can view more videos on this channel in the Bite-Size series, including other Bite-Size SENCO videos.